Hello guys! In this tutorial, we're going to talk about CSS positioning. Sa last tutorial, we already talked about the CSS syntax, types of selectors, classes and IDs, colors, box models, and so on. So ngayon, CSS positioning naman. Let's begin. In CSS positioning, we control how elements are placed in relation to the other elements. We have 5 CSS properties for position. Meron tayong tinatawag na static, relative, absolute, fixed, and sticky. To make it easier, I have here an example. Ginamit ko na tong files na to sa previous tutorials ko, but this one is modified na yung content. In here, meron tayong parent element or yung main container natin. And 3 child elements. We have here 3 div tags within the parent element. Div class first, second, and third. Right here, I'm using external CSS. Styles.css yung name niya. Ito yung laman. Andyan yung 4 div tag classes that I made. Right now, colors pa lang yung meron tayo rito sa CSS file to differentiate our div tags. Wala pa tayong kahit anong position. So, color green yung main container. And lagyan natin siya ng padding kahit 25 pixels para hindi sagad na sagad yung 3 div tags dito sa loob. Yung first div, color fuchsia, para darker compared sa others. Second div, violet, and yung third, orange. Save and refresh. Ayan. Ito yung main container. First div tag, second, and the third one. Zoom natin. I'm using Opera GX. But if you want to inspect one of these elements and check their position, since position yung ating main topic, just simply right-click and hit Inspect Element. Ayan. Dito sa ibaba, click nyo yung Computed tab. Check nyo tong Show All, then Search Position. Makikita nyo dyan yung static. Ito. Ano ba yung static position? Static is the default position. In static, the element is positioned according to the normal document flow. As is lang siya. Kung paano yung pagkakasunod-sunod niya based doon sa code mo. For example, dito sa code natin, yung sequence niya ay first div, second, and third. Once na binago natin yan, mababago rin yung positions nila. Let's try to put this third div dito sa top. Save and refresh. Ayan. Naiba na yung position nilang tatlo. Na-move na yung third div dito sa top based doon sa sequence ng code natin. Yan yung static or yung default position. Ibalik na natin sa dati yung pwesto para hindi tayo ma-confused. Yun lang naman yung static. Next, we have here relative position. Definition. The element remains in the normal document flow, but you can move it relative to its normal position using top, left, right, and bottom. Halos same lang din siya ng static position. Ang kinaiba lang ng relative position is, anong sabi sa definition? Pwede nating baguhin yung top, left, right, and bottom of an element. Mag-sample tayo. For example, itong second div, let's add a position. Position, relative. Save and refresh. May nabago ba? Wala, di ba? Kasi nga, nag-work lang din siya gaya ng static. Except sa part na pwede nating baguhin yung top, left, right, and bottom. Let's try to change the top. Top, 10 or 10 pixels. Save and refresh. Okay. Nagkaroon na ng gap between the first and second div. Tapos, nag-overflow na rin siya rito sa third div. Kung mapapansin nyo, hindi umusad pababa yung third div. Yan din yung isa sa kinaganda ng relative position. Once na in-apply mo siya sa isang element, hindi maaapektuhan yung iba. Kaso, it's not meant for large layout changes. For me, very useful to sa pagde-design, but still, it's up to you kung paano nyo siya gagamitin. Case-to-case basis din naman kasi siya. Add pa tayo ng another 25 pixels sa left. Save. Ayan. Nag-move siya from left ng 25 pixels gaya nga nung sinet natin. Okay. Ganyan naman nag-work yung relative position. Next, absolute. Definition. The element is removed from the normal flow. It is positioned relative to the nearest positioned ancestor. If there is no such ancestor, it positions itself relative to the HTML viewport. Let's remove this first. Palitan natin yung position ng absolute. Save and refresh. Kung mapapansin nyo, parang nag-merge yung second and third div tags or elements. Let's try to remove the position. Save and refresh. Okay na ulit siya. So, bakit ganon? Sabi natin, when an element is positioned as absolute, it is removed from the normal document flow. Meaning, it won't affect or be affected by other elements in terms of layout. Ibalik natin yung position dito sa second div. Position, absolute. So, kung mapapansin nyo, itong buong document, wala siyang pakialam dito sa second div natin. Kung saan tayo naglagay ng position, di ba? Let's try to remove it from our HTML document. Save and refresh. Walang pinagbago yung mga positions, di ba? Ibalik natin. Okay. So, ganun pa rin naman, same positions pa rin sila. Dahil once na gumamit tayo ng absolute position, nire-remove niyo yung element from the document flow. And the rest, or yung mga sumunod na element sa kanya, ay ma-render or ma-adjust na parang hindi nag-exist yung absolute element. Okay, so for example, add tayo ng 5 pixels sa top. Save and refresh. Kung mapapansin nyo, yung second div natin, which is itong violet, it is now actually 5 pixels from the top of our browser. Yes, from the top of our browser. Ayan o, nakalabas pa siya sa main container. Kaya kapag sinet natin to ng 0, dikit na siya. So, bakit ganon? Bakit nakadikit na siya sa top ng browser natin? Hindi ba dapat dito lang siya sa main container? Okay. Hindi kasi ganon nag-work yung absolute position. Absolute positions absolutely positions an element inside of a parent container that it can reference. So, kung titingnan natin tong ating main container, ang position niya ay static, which means it can't have anything else positioned absolutely or relatively to it. So, in order to change an element, para ma-position natin absolutely or relatively doon sa absolute element natin, kailangan din natin siyang i-position ng it's either absolute, relative, sticky, or fixed. Example, subukan nating baguhin yung position nitong main container. Gawin nating relative since relative naman din yung pinaka-common na position na ginagamit in most cases. Save and refresh. Alright. Ayan. Yung absolute position element natin, which is itong second div, ay naging relative na dito sa main container natin. Hindi na siya nakadepende sa mismong HTML document. Hindi na siya nakasagad dito sa mismong browser or page natin unlike kanina, di ba? So, nakadepende na siya ngayon sa ating main container. Since naka-position relative na rin siya. Diyan sa part na yan siya useful. When you want to absolutely position something inside of it or inside of a parent container, you need to make sure na yung position niya is naka-relative. Otherwise, yung element nyo ay magfo-fall back sa next relatively positioned parent or all the way back to the HTML element itself. Diyan talaga mas nagti-team up yung relative and absolute position. Alright. Another example, itong main container, let's change this to absolute. Kung mapapansin nyo, itong second element is relative to the main container. Dahil yung position ng ating main container, naka-absolute rin. That's why. Importante yon. Kapag meron kayong elements na may ibang position bukod sa static, yung absolute elements nyo ay gagawin nila yung parent element. So, alisin mo na ulit natin yung mga positions dito sa ating style.css. Let's keep it as relative. Our next type of positioning is called fixed positioning. In fixed positioning, an element stays in the same position on the screen regardless of scrolling. Alright. So, fixed position naman ay, from the word itself, fixed. Let's try it. Itong second, let's change this to fixed. Save and refresh. Ayan. So, in-ignore niya agad yung relative position ng main container and nag-move siya rito sa top. Kasi, ang fixed position ay naka-based sa entire HTML element. Wala siyang pakialam sa parent element. Yun yung kinaiba ng fixed position sa lahat. And it also stay in the same place kahit i-scroll nyo siya. So, lakihan natin yung page para mas makita nyo. Baguhin natin yung height ng main container. Gawin nating 200 view height. So, 200 VH para mas scroll natin siya. Ayan. Oh. Kahit i-scroll natin siya, yung second div natin ay nasa same spot pa rin. Nasa top pa rin siya ng page. Let's try to set the left to 0. Nag-stick naman siya sa left. Kahit scroll natin siya, hindi siya nag-move. Yan yung fixed. And yung last position na meron tayo ay yung sticky. Definition: a sticky position allows an element to stick to a defined position as the user scrolls, but only within its containing block. It's useful for headers, sidebars, or elements you want to stay visible until a certain scroll point. Okay, so yung sticky, combination siya ng relative and fixed position. Let's try it. Dito sa second div, favorite natin yung second div, gawin natin siyang sticky and alisin natin tong left. Save and refresh. Ayan. Kung makikita nyo, parang normal lang din siya. Parang relative position. Pero once na in-scroll natin siya, yung second div ay tumatama sa top ng page since sinet natin yung top ng 0. And kahit anong scroll ang gawin nyo dyan, it stays fixed to the top of our page. So, yan yung sticky. By default, it's relative. But as soon as it scrolls outside of the page, it becomes fixed position. Yun lang naman siya. Short recap ulit. We have the default static position, then relative position, which works like static position, pero pwede natin siyang i-move based on itself, like top, bottom, left, and right. Next, absolute. which works just like relative, pero nagmo-move siya based sa parent element na gumagamit ng position, relative, absolute, sticky, and fixed. Meron din tayong sticky position, and it works like fixed and relative position. Last is yung fixed position, which allows us to put an element on the page and it'll stay there kahit anong move or scroll yung gawin mo sa page. So, sana may natutunan ulit kayo sa tutorial na to, guys. Thank you again for watching and see you sa ating next tutorial.